Radiant team.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back. It's the Red Bull Battlegrounds America qualifier, and we got a matchup between Team eHug taking on CompLexity in a best of 3. We just witnessed CompLexity able to take down eHug on the back of Ziz and his Medusa, an overall solid matchup, and Swindlemones as well, man. Really set up a lot of great plays with his lead-in and his play with Axe. So big stuff from then. We'll see if eHug is going to be able to bounce back here and take it to a game 3. It's Beyond the Summit, bringing you the Eagles coverage for this Red Bull event. I'm KotLGuy, and I'm going to be joined by Ryuboris remotely. Ryuboris, welcome back, buddy. How you feeling? We've been going at it for a while now. Are you still holding out pretty good?
Yeah, I'm eating a banana now, man. Gotta
so
get
jealous.
that potassium.
I am starving right now.
I am famished.
I mean, we gotta truck on through. We gotta keep on casting, but it's okay. It's not about us. We gotta make sure these players, they gotta play the Dota. They gotta move on
they
forward.
gotta pause the game. What are you talking about?
Oh, there better be no pauses.
You know, Ice Clement said in that pause time, he said it for like 10 minutes. Unpause the game. Unpause the game. Unpause the, and then nobody unpaused. That was the best. That was definitely a highlight reel from last game.
Yeah, we're not joking around here. We got rules to follow. You know, this isn't just like, I mean, no offense to NEL, but it's not like, oh, we'll just pass off whatever. This is legit. This is Red Bull, you know. There's a lot of money on the line. They're looking to keep things in order, and we got a schedule to keep, and people are waiting. So we want to keep things going here. So let's get into Game 2 action now. It's pressure on eHug to really, you know, pull this one back. They are the underdogs according to the odds here, and they want to keep it going strong. So now we have an opener from eHug. They pick up the Lina and a Shadow pick. And for CompLexity, they got Queen of Pain, Treant Protector.
Are they going to get Phoenix again?
Doctor.
If they pick Phoenix, I'm leaving the game.
CompLexity right here could pick Phoenix again.
I mean, they have Lina to deal with it this time, though.
What's the purpose of the Shadow Demon? Why a second pick Shadow Demon?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Maybe we're going to do a rollback.
Right, I'll tell you why. All right, I was giving you a chance to do it, to be a genius here. But
I was going to say Mirage,
right,
but go ahead. Go.
You want it?
Go.
So what the thought process is we could maybe get Shadow Demon Lina. We can always put Lina in the support role.
5 seconds
It's great to couple up Shadow Demon with that. Always hitting your Light Striker race. We can always put Sand King in the off lane. And we have the potential to run Shadow Demon, Sand King, roaming duels, or Lina in the mid lane, or a duel. There's just so many mobility options in the laning phase. That's what you're trying to do in some games. You're trying to psych out the team. All right, so what are they picking? Did they pick a support? Did they pick a mid? Did they pick an off lane? Like, what the hell are they doing? So Team eHug kind of throwing off the ball. And I don't think Shadow Demon's necessarily a bad hero. It's just we haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the last heyday was being able to add so much early aggression. You put them to the Ragdad group like a Mirana, and you could add pressure towards the mid lane and just really be a nuisance. But I mean, I'm a big fan of the hero. The last huge performance, I know EG ran the Shadow Demon in their matchup in the finals for the Summit 3 qualifier where they faced Not Today, and PBD played the Shadow Demon, and he got off so much poison stacks. And on Radiant's side, you had the advantage of being able to be on the high ground from across the river, and you can get it done. And well, this is going to be fun. We got a Riki pickup here. Is this going to be an off-lane Riki? That is pretty spicy. Pretty spicy.
You know, they could even go aggressive, right? Riki, Tree, Witch Doctor. It's a potential, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. But with Riki offlane, I would agree with that. Queen of Pain mid, and I would rather see Queen of Pain mid than off.
10 seconds remaining.
If you heard that. I think this is
5 seconds
really
remaining.
What can Team eHug to do to counteract this now? I mean, they banned out the PL. That's a great ban because if they had PL, he would just annihilate Riki, I feel, in the late game. That's why they're able to do this. So maybe another image-based hero.
Naga? Terrorblade?
There's only really Chaos Knight. And Nagas could be really good here. I mean, if you want to win the game, you pick Naga. If you want to kill people, you want to kill the viewership, you pick Naga. You know, Terrorblade's kind of good, but in a sense, it's kind of bad, right? Because you have Witch Doctor with cast, Tree with the ulti, and Queen of Pain with the Sonic Wave. You just get like one shot, just because of the HP pool. But it'd be nice to see a Terrorblade. I mean, there was a period of time where we saw him for about a month or two, and then the metagame just completely shifted because all the images got nerfed, he got nerfed, and with the towers not being as much as they are, it's just falling out of favor. But seeing a Terrorblade every once in a while wouldn't be too bad, Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like ever since they hit him with a little bit of a nerf, and you got to remember they also nerfed the illusion base heroes in general. I mean, they siege, 25% less damage against towers than they used to. Didn't really stop Naga too much. He kind of comes out as a back pocket strat from some teams when they really feel like they need to get something done or they really want to win. And if they got a nerd sweated that way. I think Not Today did it not long ago in their last match to help give them the spot at the summit. And even though Naga got like no kills, it was like 1 or 2 kills, she pretty much just kind of took it to the team, did her split push and Naga thing, and got them the victory. So eHug not going illusion based here, Ryu. They're going to go with the classic Jug pickup instead. And they had to think real hard about that.
You can catch out the Jug pretty easily with Ricky. All you have to do is just diffusal him, and he can't spin in the cloud. You can also diffuse off the Mask of Madness, so that's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of ways to really deal with this Juggernaut with a Ricky pick. But, I mean, in the later stages of the game, Juggernaut, all he needs to get... I think this game you go for a Manta style, right? You're against a Queen of Pain that can get an Orchid, Tree, obviously, Ricky with the Diffusal Blade. So he's going to need to get Mask of Madness into Manta. And we've seen this so many times before. A lone druid pickup, we haven't seen it work. I honestly haven't seen it work out once. They always seem to like get 0 farm. The hero just seems useless. I don't know.
CompLexity are like one of the few teams that still go to it, like pretty often actually. Almost every series I cast, it almost feels like one game they'll pick it up here for Ziz.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's been pretty hit or miss. I want to say more often it's a miss, but it's something they still go to. He'll still farm it up,
think
get
we
there.
that game too.
10
Probably.
seconds remaining.
Probably.
Oh, then that's just dirty, dude. Dirty Razor.
And a Razor at the end. They grabbed up. And Infinity immediately snags it up. All right. Well, there you have it. What's the factor with the Razor? Just being able to get the quick and easy static link, using it on the bear, using it to kind of keep Ricky back.
You can also get vision of Ricky when he goes invisible, so you can always have tabs of him and where he's going. He has to blink strike away to really break it too. It's a great counter for both of these heroes. And I mean, they kind of need a mech user, right? I think you still go mech on Razor. You just get like strength treads, or you just get treads. You can tread swap, maybe get a magic 1/2, and their survivability in these team fights will be great. But he can always go a different route, maybe rush. I don't know. I would definitely say the mechanism is still the best for Razor, even with the nerf. And then you just get the Ags into BKB or something.
Here we go. We're going to be hopping into Game 2 action here of our second series today for Redbull Battlegrounds America Qualifier. CompLexity taking on eHug. We'll lead off early introductions here. I'll start off CompLexity Radiant side. We got Z-Freak, who's going to be playing the fun little Ricky. And it looks like in the off-lane get-up, he's got his ward. He's going to block out the pole camp. And he'll probably walk on back. I don't know if it was spotted. Pandago was pretty close.
It can be spotted because you can use items, and
you're right.
This is and you don't come out of invisible. So there's the static link. Here, come here, bear. Come here, panda. Who's a good panda?
Lots of free early damage. Not gonna be able to take the bear, but just a little bit of zone harassment. Anyways, we'll keep moving forward here. CompLexity, we got Swindle Melons, who's gonna be playing your Queen of Pain along the bottom. Ziz is gonna be playing your Lone Druid. We got Fly on your Witch Doctor. And that will leave Zizu once again on your Treant Protector. Ryu, please, eHug.
Please, eHug, please. Mikey J. White playing Lena. Saro, a.k.a. Kori, playing the Juggernaut. Infinity, playing the Razor. Pandago playing the Shadow Demon. And Enzo playing the Sand King in the off lane. So.
Empire style. I mean, we always say Empire style because, I don't know, one of the first times we really saw Sand King
have
played
dust
it.
and sentries. All right, Z-Freak is pretty much dead here.
A lot of hate.
It doesn't matter what he does.
Oh, there's the dust. There's a disruption. And they're going to make their go. There's a static link. Oh, whiff from MJW onto the LSA.
Dust just ran out too.
And Dust will run out. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. That was a kill opportunity.
Swindle won this mid lane too now.
And because Swindle has had pretty much free roam to do whatever he wants with the first wave. Oh, man, that's not good.
Oh. Yeah, he does have 49 damage. What is Frankie doing? Just hit the... Oh, he should have hit Quap 2 times there. He had plus 50 damage.
Gold for you.
So that is definitely not the right play, in my opinion, there.
Maybe they've been communicating a bit perplexed as far as what went wrong there early on. And eventually Ricky, it looks like he will buy out and die out, as he'll get denied out from the Ancients, and he'll head right back towards that top lane. So Corey's there. He had pretty much a free lane to work with, which is not too shabby. Pandago still has another dust to work with. And, well, also in that lane, MJW is there with 2 sentries, as you pointed out before. So a lot of hate towards this Ricky. It's going to be hard for Z-Freak to get a lot done, but he's just kind of here. He'll be able to soak up some easy XP. He's already at level 2, halfway to level 3. Very good for him. And we'll check on the bottom side. You can see Ziz is able to kind of do it as he pleases. Fly is going to continue to keep Enso in check, keeping the Trash Lord back and compacted in his spot. He's still got 2 tangos to work with here, but it's more the same. Just wants to get some XP, has that Burrow Strike to get away if there's a problem. Can always fall back to the jungle, which can hopefully be stacked for him.
Money to burn.
Oh,
Z-Freak gonna go for the move, but they have the slow. He's not gonna be able to get the kill.
That's 2 dusts and 0 kills. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Very unfortunate there. Well, they'll wait and have to pull back. A bit of a disheartening start here for eHug. CompLexity definitely sitting pretty. Swindle trying to make use of his strong early advantage. There's the link. It will be quickly broken. Convenient with that new Queen of Pain buff. 1300 range is no problem for a static link. He's getting that extra bit of heal power there from your Treon Protector, who's currently working with the pole camp. Got to get that Creequilibrium back near the tower as always.
Oh, top lane, they might get this kill now. Oh, they don't have Sentry Ward anymore. So it's scouting. They know he's up there because he just ate a tree. But they already placed both of their sentries. They already wasted both of their dust. Oh, man, they're making
he knows he's safe there now.
Work so hard.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know how you could be more prepared to get a Ricky and not be able to get him. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
2 dusts, 2 sentries. And where's the other sentry? Where did they end up putting the other one? I see the one right here.
It's in the farther down the lane. Yeah.
Like in the lane? Oh, you're right. Yep. And still he'll be able to find a nice little tight closet to hide in and find XP. So that's a nice little dream start there for your Ricky. And already we see some movement come out. I mean, what's plan B here at this point? eHug don't want to hang around too long in that lane. So you already have Enso, who actually stepped away from the off lane. He makes an early trip into the jungle once he gets his level 3 and gets that 2nd level in the Sandstorm. He's got 2 camps to work with here. And MJW might just be help him out and stack up some of these camps, which looks like that's what he's doing. All right.
Yep. Maybe this is, something really weird, right? Because Mikey JY, he normally doesn't play support, as you were saying before, and he's not used to it. So he's been missing a few of these Light Striker rays, and that's kind of hurting for these kills. And if you miss, it's kind of like a clockwork, right? If you miss these early game kills that are pretty easy, then you're just kind of hard to get back into the game here. And Lena's only level 1, Shadow Demon's only Lena's only level 2, Pandago's only level 2. So they're pretty hurting here, but Z-Freak might be walking into a trap now.
But even then, it's like, can they do enough? I mean, Disruption followed up with your Light Strike Array, and that's fine.
Is under attack.
But they have to make sure they can get him down. Meanwhile, though, there's lots of pressure bottom lane. They're going to try to go for an early tier 1. There's enough pressure where they're going to force Enso back to lane again. And after doing brief jungle farming, he's almost got 1k gold saved up. Now they're going to see Z-Freak as he walks back through the wards. There's the disruption. Where's our Lena stun? There it is. Now it's connected. Now they get him down. It takes 5 minutes, but finally they get that pesky little Ricky down and away from the off lane.
Yeah, that Soul Catcher just annihilated him. Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe he got it on the hero, too.
Yeah, he was like right near the creep wave, so Good RNG for him, or maybe doing a really nice job to get it on the little etch of the outer perimeter. But regardless,
he's escaped death so many times that he had to have one bad moment, right?
I guess so.
Right.
Lucky enough for eHug, it was still the first blood, so they get that extra bit of bonus on top of it. And now, in good position. And the nice thing also is it was Corey who picked up the last hit, so their Jug was able to kind of get the extra boost. And he quickly has phase boots and a mask already. So he is on very good timing to build up his cookie cutter Jug get up. And 6-minute rune's going to pop.
I still think he's going to be out farmed by the Syllabear just because of the Midas being picked up. And, well, I mean, how are they going to bring out this bear right now, right? They're going to have to rely on a lot of burst damage coming in from the Lina as well as maybe the Juggernaut. But I think their biggest thing is the factor that Jug is kind of... Oh, he didn't get the Denier tonight. I'm surprised that the Creep got the last hit. Wow.
Yeah, no last hit, no deny. A little unfortunate there, but CompLexity's still happy they get to share that bit of gold and don't lose out on it. And so just kind of has his hands full. Can't really do a whole lot about this bear. And he's just trying to blitz towards a Blink Dagger. But now Z-Freak stepping away from his off lane. Level 4 for now. And on this kind of a build-up, what do we expect as far as skill-wise? Is he going to put more levels into the Cloud, or is he going to go more all in with the backstab?
You know, honestly, I normally go for backstab, and it just adds a lot of more burst damage. You could say smoke screen is a great utility item, adding to the miss rate, and the radius is pretty big. 250 to 325 it's really needed. But I don't know. He's not going to be, all he's going to be doing is just roaming around trying to find out where the enemy heroes are, slowing them down with his poison orb now, and just trying to get kills so he can get up to his diffusal blade. So I would think the best thing would definitely be just to max out your backstab, just for the most damage.
We'll see if he heeds that advice. Probably so. I mean, he has boots, Orb of Venom. He could definitely put up a big chase, so there could be lots of follow-up damage. As we go into another wonderful pause, I am going to switch the screen overlay once more here, and we will just hope that we can get back in order. No DCs, so that's good. Just a matter of waiting out until they're ready. But Z-Freak, who had been eyeballing this mid lane for quite a while now, I don't know if he's waiting to get his level 5 to actually make a pounce onto something. MDW's nearby, and Swindle's kind of heading that direction and has a Sonic Wave good to go. And it looks like we'll be able to go back.
Alright, I gotta go update my computer, BRB.
Alright, I'll see you in an hour.
Kidding. Alright. You don't need me, man. You don't need me. Meanwhile, Mike J. White's going to be initiated on here, but they have immediate TP rotation. It's not going to matter. Infinity's coming over. He needs to watch out.
Perfect.
Well, that was pretty obvious that was going to be coming. And it happened immediately. No matter how quick you could rotate in your TP, it's not going to be quick enough to save poor little Lina. And now CompLexity are able to get themselves onto the board with that one. Z-Freak has not left, has not gone too far. And they do have a nice sentry in this mid lane to help out with Infinity in case Z-Freak does show himself.
Dire's bottom tower.
But he has eyes on
there was one more thing I want.
Go for it.
Yeah. There was one other thing I was going to talk about Ziz and his Lone Druid, right? You can't really use Omni Slash against this hero because it's going to bounce between the bear. So it's kind of opening up the thing where Jug is forced to just man fight him, and hopefully he doesn't have to use his Omni Slash. So I like the Syllabear in this game where he's just so tanky. Z-Freak, the dust is running out once again. I mean, they can't lock him down, and everything's just riding on Enzo picking up this Blink Dagger, it feels like right now.
Top tower is under attack.
They are going to have their hands full with this Lone Druid, and having an answer for him is going to be tough, because it seems like they're already going to be having their hands full with Z-Freak. Soon enough, Swindle Melons is going to be a problem. And then you just kind of forget that the bear is, like, even in the game. I mean, he's been just kind of persistent on holding down the fort in the bottom lane. He's already getting some reasonable damage on this tier 2, taking it to nearly a quarter life down. And now he has the backup here in Fly, which is kind of keeping tabs just in case. But even MJW, he's just here to maybe get some solo XP, try to get that Laguna Blade, which would certainly help out. Soul Catcher, Laguna Blade, the setup would be very nice. Plus, Enso, if he's able to get this Blink Dagger, which he's very close to, he's about to have it here now. Actually, we'll have it here after cleaning out this creep. So that's the nice thing, is that they'll be able to be getting things set up here with your Sand King. But I feel like it's another one of those games where it's pressure on eHug to get the most done in the early and mid portion of this game, because CompLexity will just kind of have it later on. With the amount of farm they've already built up, you know, already an early Midas, I think they're on really good timing here. But
Right. And we're going to be noticing the Queen of Pain picking up that Yule Scepter. So she's going to be dodging, I guess, trying to dodge those Light Striker ways. Z-Freak could be in trouble here. He's going to be caught out. This is going to be an easy Omni Slash for... Oh, no, nice. Oh, the smoke screen, but he's going to get out. Corey's going to chomp him away.
yeah.
But he has enough life to live. Dust is coming out here, though. Withermelon's TPing over. Corey's going to bring him down, but he's going to die from the Sonic Wave right now, and that goes through Blade Fury.
Yep.
Radiant's
Very nicely
middle
done.
tower
Good
is under
rotation from
attack.
Swindle. Gets the return kill, makes it more worth it for CompLexity, taking down their big factor there in
They
Jug. But
have
look who's
Sand King.
Infinity.
They have...
Infinity's
Yeah.
coming as well. They get the connection on the tree. There's the
Dire's
damage
top
sapped.
tower is under attack.
And they'll take down that support. Swindle quickly gets the hell out of there. And they end up making it a 1-for-2 trade when it's all said and done. But, you know, that, of course, this is more of the same. Ziz continues to rise it up here on the bottom lane. Fly also was not really involved with any of that. He's been pretty close to his level 6. CompLexity are able to kind of hold their own without having as much access to their players
Radiant's top tower
at
is
this
under
point in the
attack.
game.
Right, it just feels like they're just playing like 3v4 or something, and they're just getting a lot more done off the map. But Enzo did pick up his Blink Dagger there during that team fight. He still has his
Dire's
ulti.
middle
They're going to get
tower
this
is under
tower
attack.
too, so not too bad for
Radiant
eHug.
structures
I would
are
say the
fortified.
hero trade-off or Z-Freak Dusted.
Radiant's
but-
top tower has fallen.
They were anticipating
Not
maybe
gonna
he was
go
going to
on
be there for a quick deny or something. Not that close. If it was close, they would have got a quick burrow setup, but he sees them with that dust in their inventory. He doesn't want to risk it, and it's a good call from him. But that tier 1 will end up falling, and we'll see what kind of rotations are to come out here from eHug. I anticipate Enzo is just going to continue to try to make some plays, set up here with his Sand King and that Blink Dagger. Corey with Mask of Madness now complete, wants to continue to farm it on up. And then, you know, if they can get the Roche down, that'd be swell. But it's going to be just as easy for CompLexity to take Roche themselves, I feel. So it's a matter of taking down those tier 1s.
Yep.
Getting rid of those little access points. Whoever team can do it, which already CompLexity are well in ahead.
Oh, bottom lane.
Yeah, they're making a go. Yules, MJW. Are you going to yell at her? Scream? Not even necessary. Yeah, jump in. They just do it. And now, there's his. Static Link is there from Infinity. And he's going to whip him down. Good connection. Soul Catcher certainly helps out. Set up there from Pandago. And make it a 1-for-1 trade. This time it goes in favor of eHug. And they pull on back. But because of the rotations down to bottom, they can pressure mid lane.
Right, right. It should be maybe a tier 1 for tier 1. They have different ideas defending this. Enzo doesn't have enough mana. It'd be very beneficial if he could find a way to get a regen rune there, but 12-minute rune, it's already been taken. Very unfortunate for him.
Radiant structures are
And
fortified.
they could defend bottom
Radiant's
lane,
bottom tower is under attack.
but they're not.
But they're not. And that is a tower for
Radiant's
Corey.
bottom tower has
And your
fallen.
Jug, boosting a little bit higher. He's trying to get that precious little Yasha in his inventory. But this tier 1 goes down for CompLexity. They're in a better place. And look at this, eHug, they smoke up. They're on the move. What are they going to find here? Or are they going to go for
Dire's
Roche?
top tower is under
Let's
attack.
see. Infinity's with them. They're going to head back and over. Oh, they could spot out Ziz here. They drop the ward. They definitely know he's there, but they don't want to go for him
Dire's
yet.
top
They're
tower
going for
is
bottom.
under attack.
And that's where they find precious little Treon Protector, and that's a
Dire's
much
structures are
easier kill.
fortified.
And that is Infinity on a killing spree. Good grab for him. Top lane, Z-Freak, he's chopping away at this tower. He's level 8 all of a sudden.
Dire's middle
power
tower
tread's complete.
has fallen.
And it looks like Ziz was able to get that mid-tier 1 tower as well. So it's going to cost him A tower and a half for the one tower on bottom plus a tree.
Right. And they're going to get a Roshan, though, out of it. So definitely worth it. And notice Frankie did go for the phase boost earlier in the Aquila into drum. So this is a kind of a flashback to some of the builds. It's very effective. You need to get some item to really boost up your mana. And drums is definitely a thing to help. He's also got about 430 movement speed. And he's really tanky, so this is nice for him. He's going to be going for that Ag Scepter nest. They're going to have some tower sieging capabilities with that. And right now it just feels like, how do they fight with a Riki? Like, what is Riki going to do in these team fights? It's kind of like, a Riki and a bear. What do these heroes do?
It's like he can't be there to like lead off the fight, because if they have any sort of vision down, or eventually a gem or something, they'll see him coming. So he's not going to get the opportunity to get off that big smoke screen and really get the good damage out there. It's more like maybe he comes in like a second wind and is able to get a quick, turnaround, catching eHug off guard with a good smoke screen. I don't know. That's the question. Maybe part of the reason we just don't see the hero a lot in competitive play. I mean, he can make a huge impact being able to bring in lots of intel.
Epicenter, boom goes Zizo. Make the ground shake.
Enzo gets Zizo down. Nice little setup, a solo pick off for him. There's update to come. We'll see.
And that's his ticket back into this game, man. It's 15 minutes and he's still level 5. So starving. Frankie's all alone in no man's land. Yep. He's gonna be picked off.
And they got him. Nicely set up. Z-Freak was just sitting there waiting patiently, but there's the dust. Here comes Corey. He wants Z-Freak. Nice Yules coming out from Swindle to help out, but it might not be enough. There's a disruption, and the blink. All right.
Oh, he used
those 2 charges.
2 blinks.
Man, he was desperate to get the hell out of there.
Bottom tower is under attack.
But he lives, which is the important thing, so it ends up being 1 for nothing because of it.
A nice reaction time from Swindle Melon.
Yeah.
As I said before, Yules definitely is a great item to have when you're against the Juggernaut. You can dispel his Mask of Madness, and you can always dodge the Omni Slashes with it. So I love the pickup from him. And you can always just disengage from team fights like that. So really well played from him. And what's going to be his next item? It looks like he's going back for a BKB, possibly still an Ags, but I would suggest the BKB with all these stuns coming out from eHug. They have 2 that are really scary. I mean, the Blink Dagger from Sand King it feels like a must BKB.
We'll see. That it'll be the choice. We touch base now with Ziz, who is on the way towards that Radiance. In fact, he's pretty much got it complete here. So you got your Radiance Bear ready to go. Remember the last time I casted him with the Bear, it was a bit of a struggling start. And they really took it to the Lone Druid early on, which could be when he's at his weakest. And he was deterred so much that he couldn't even go for the Radiance. He had to opt for Plan B at that point. But it looks like this season.
Oh yeah,
really
he went for
standing.
that Maelstrom, dude. He was set down so hard in that game I casted. It felt so bad.
Yeah.
Like, just couldn't do anything. But at least this game he's got some space to work with, right? And his team has made some. Swindlemelon definitely putting out a lot of pressure on the map. He's 3-0. Enzo could be picked off here. They have the dust that will, the smoke screen that will cancel this. Nice initiation. Tanky. Wait, he cast ulti. Seems fine.
Yep. Nice little burrow gets him out of there. He's gonna make it away. Small fail attempt there onto Enzo, and quickly eHugger on the scene. No one's gonna linger around for them to make a quick turnaround, and it looks like Infinity. He's getting pretty close, about 1,100 gold away. He'll have the Agnums done on his Razor. Their sieging power becomes that much better. But we keep eyes here on top lane. There's Pandago waiting nearby with Corey to scout out. Maybe wants to bait him out just in case. And he has always made sure he's had a dust on him as well. But
yeah, just looking at Riki though. I mean, he's been doing a lot this game for just scouting and stuff. He just hasn't really taken the time to farm. So you can see 0-3, 43 CS at 18 minutes. That's not where you want to be. He kind of needs his alone time. So here's some of it going to be coming into him. He needs to get that diffusal blade. Else this hero is not going to be doing anything in team fights. It's just like having a tree level 1 or something. But, hey, living armor level 1, man. Maybe that's too generous. But smoke screen's always a good spell in these team fights. It's just the radius, like you were talking about. It's only level 1, and it really needs to be higher up.
Yeah, it's very brief and very small. And well, he does find a little bit of time to farm here on the bottom by himself. I knew you were gonna say that. And
you set me up. I just. Alright, I'm innocent.
It's okay. You're young. Couldn't help yourself.
Everybody was thinking it though, so screw you, dude. Screw you. You just set up for a failure, man.
It's alright. I get the young ones like to giggle. Giggles. Well,
hey, I didn't laugh at it. I was just stating the obvious.
Well,
you know?
I'll state the obvious as far as inventory goes. Radiance in the hand of your bear. Where we go from here? He's got the Bassi, possibly Vlad's get up.
Vlad's? Yeah.
Vlad's puts him in a good spot.
I feel so bad for him, cause they have two things to counteract the bear, Soul Catcher, and you know you have this thing called Static Link. Might just drain away all your damage from a bear when it runs into you in a team fight, and they don't really have any answer for this Razor, because once he gets the Ags and then the BKB, there's overgrowth. You're gonna overgrowth him and run away from him. The bear is gonna constantly be taking damage. So this lone druid has to carry the game, but against these heroes, it's very hard.
Well, it's pressure on him to really make it work. They're a lone druid player. He's used to going against these kind of counter pickups. Even in a day and age where you probably don't see Razor as much anymore. Gotta be a bit careful with your bear. He has him way out in front for now, but trouble is a-coming. And so, good lead in with the blink. There it is. Good connection on the fly. Doesn't hit Ziz, but that Laguna moves on the fly and they quickly change course. You're going for Ziz. Static Link. There goes the damage. He's going to try to TP out, but you're not going anywhere. They have a disruption and even a Burrow Strike. That's not necessary. And they got him down. Lone Druid is out. It is a 2-for-none special, as they also took down Fly. Good move from eHug there in the top lane.
Yep, and what set all that up is this pretty little ward over here. This yellow bugger, yellow-eyed bugger, causing mayhem for them. Very good ward there, scouting out their rotations. Easy stun from Enzo. I thought he'd land 2, but it wasn't needed. Quick succession of 2 pickoffs. But that's Z-Freak's Diffusal Blade, man. Space created.
Yeah, at least, you know, you have Swindle, Ricky. They keep on farming. There's your 4-staff now complete on Enzo. Very mobile with Sand King. Magnums was also done on Swindle. So he can just casually throw out his Sonic Wave every fight. Any pickoff opportunity. Work here on the bottom lane. They just continue to keep the pressure across all 3 lanes, though. KompLexity not looking to get themselves shoved into a corner. And look at Tree here. He's roaming about.
Swindle gonna be Yules'd up here. Stun goes off. Oh, counter Yules. There we go. Nicely played. And well, he's gonna be going down. Z-Freak. Mikey J. White is gonna mic it. Mikey J. White gonna turn around. Laguna Blade. Not gonna hit the stun. Z-Freak did go down in the meanwhile.
Yep, your Ricky gets dropped near the secret shop here, and then if he goes right into the ancient farm. That was a scary opportunity and a nice little save from Pandego to catch him with that disruption. Well, is able to make it away with his life, but eHug continued to kind of pull ahead slowly. It's 10-4. Corey, he's got his Manta complete and about 2.4K saved up. And the net worth has finally swung back again to the favor of eHug. XP has been their way, about 3K up. How are we looking on Roche? Well, we got a little bit more time. Just under a minute. We'll be back up and ready to go. Ziz will continue to add his own bit of pressure here at the top lane. After being brought down, it looks like he's been thrown together. He's got chainmail here.
Is that really nothing? I mean, he's going to go Kuras, right?
Yeah.
That should be his next item, but he still has nothing. It feels like he has 12,000 net worth. It just feels like he has 0 items. I don't know why. I don't know why it feels that way.
It's a bit hard. His potency just isn't really there, where he can really just kind of get in the base and get a lot done. I mean, this is like I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but in a situation like this where you kind of go for a lone druid, I see other teams pick up something like a Luna instead to make it work.
Regeneration.
But, well, he's still reaching for it here. Oh, force forward, no catch of the burrow. They spot him there now, and they got him. Z-Freak's not going anywhere. You can hide under that little permanent invisibility, but you are going to be spotted on out. Nice little grab up there from eHug. And they quickly smoke up after that. And they might just head right back to the CompLexity jungle. And they might cross paths here with Swindle. They will. There he is. Nice immediate. Oh! Quick Yules to dodge it. Double Yules. Wait, was that firstly a Yules from MJ? Oh, we'll have to see. But
yeah, it was a
man.
Yules from MJW.
But they still get her. With the Laguna there at the end. Burrow on the tree now. And the stun. He goes down. Another nice kill. And a buyback even coming out for Swindle as they dive deep for Fly. Oh, man, what a coconut. Locks on the both of them. They do get the Maldic. Swindle. Got to get out big damage if they want to get Enso down. Blink forward, and that might be enough. It will be. He goes down. And they get MJW. So it's a two-man return. Both of them going to Ziz. Well, you can ask for something better.
They can get Roshans here, too. I mean, Corey's up top. He's putting a lot of pressure. He wasn't even at that team fight. And he's coming down. They're looking to contest this.
You guys doing my road? They're doing it. What are you going to do about it? We'll quickly clear out this wave, but he is certainly going to need some extra assistance. Infinity and Pendago are nearby.
This is going to be very bad here for CompLexity. Oh, my goodness.
Here come the
They
poison.
kind of need to get out of there.
Yeah, they can't hang around for this. They ain't too many of those. They're in trouble. And Swindle makes a move in. And he blinked for this. There's the Yules. Meanwhile, Corey moving into the pit. Omni slashes out. The bear goes down. And now Ziz is getting chased out and away. Meanwhile, we see Swindle also in trouble.
He just resummoned a bear, then he got bashed.
Oh.
He's going to go down here. One more.
God, he's so close. They
They
might kite him. Oh, Sonic Wave. Jump over. Ziz is out of there. He has made it out.
He's got Radiance Burn. The Radiance Burn.
Corey's got to get saved here. Pendago, no mana. They're still dancing around with him. He goes down. The poison from
Nice.
Shadow Strike, able to get it done. What a cheeky little play from eHug. That almost looked really bad. But they managed to turn it right around.
Yeah, not having their two stunners there, Sand King and Lina, it kind of hurt them. They did get a lot of lockdown coming in from Corey, being able to just, bash up the bear about 3 or 4 times during that time period. And Enzo is going to be scouted out by a tree. Not going to do anything, though, here. I mean, if Ricky and Lone Druid just go in the pit right now, that's a really fast Roshan. Backstab does work onto the Roshan. They need to go in. They didn't even need to smoke, I guess, but they're going to be playing it safe here. Safer than sorry. And, oops, my bad. And, yep. We'll see how fast this goes down.
There they go. There's that backstab. And quickly, Roche will be dropped. Infinity's around, but they spot him nearby. They could actually turn it back on to him. Overgrowth? No. They burrow. They scout him. He goes down. They get the tree. They're sending in the bear. Are they going to continue to fight this even without their tree?
Well, they don't have a bear resummon for 20 seconds.
He's down. Bear's going to be out. This is going to be by his lonesome without the bear. eHug got to know this because they saw the bear go down initially. So they might just go charging down this mid lane while they can. Ziz gets his Vlad's complete and pulls back and away. But here they go. They're going to go right for the tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I think CompLexity know that they're just going to have to let this one go.
We've seen this happen where somebody contested tier 2 and they lost the game here, but now they have an Aegis on Swindle Melon. He's coming from behind. He's found out Michael J. White.
Here's an epi. There it goes. See freaking trouble. Very low. Still good and well. That Witch Doctor ult doing nice work. Fly with the triple. She annihilates. Wipes through eHug with it. Good placement from the back end corner. What a response from CompLexity. Plus the deny on top of it.
Ouch. They just got flank and spanked. Flank and spanked. Do they have? I think they left the gym
Dire's
in their.
top
No,
tower
they
is
got their
under
gym
attack.
too. So that's a big swing coming out as well. And this will be top tier 2 as well as probably the middle tier 2, unless they're gonna go for another going for the Raxes at the
Dire's
top
top
lane. They didn't
tower
even
has
lose the
fallen.
Aegis there, KotLGuy. That Death Ward plus Queen of Pain. Man, eHug, why are they grouping up?
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. But now it's just,
are
it went
fortified.
from a pretty close game, maybe in favor of eHug, to suddenly KompLexity are in their freaking base, taking their tier 3. It escalated really fast. And this is where your lone druid looks damn good. When you do get him in the base, that's when he's like, all right, this is my time. This is when I do my biggest damage. And suddenly a tier 3 goes down. KompLexity do make the right call. They play it extra safe, and they pull back and away. And for eHug, they're kind of just like, what the hell happened? Well, I'll tell you what Witch Doctor did.
They just got smacked.
He has a
I
Shadow
don't know.
Blade. Shadow Blade Agnums.
Oh, look at it go!
What a rich witch.
You can use the Shadow Blade after you cast your ulti.
Mhm.
It's channeling, so it's really nice to use. It's kind of like the same idea as a CM. You can use your ulti and then use a Shadow Blade, and as long as they don't know exactly where you're at, or they don't have detection, it could be really nice. And
But he has a
I think it's
Ricky on
better
his
for-
team. Like, isn't that not a thing? Like, well, they might have detection
the-
for Ricky.
yeah, I know it's really weird, right? You would rather get a BKB because they have 0 things to stop your BKB besides Omni Slash
Yeah.
and the Juggernaut hitting you the bash. And if Omni Knight is using Juggernaut is using his Omni Slash on you, then you're doing your job as a support, I feel. And if you sacrifice that for the ultimate, I think it's well worth it here. But, oh, which is Z-Freak, I mean, gonna be picked up here, and
Can't escape the under.
They'll take it. They'll take it. Nice little grab. They take the Ricky down. And, you know, it's, to be honest, this Ricky hasn't been doing a whole lot, which is impressive considering how well KompLexity are doing overall. I mean, maybe he's giving bits of intel here, an occasional cloud to help out, but he's 0-7 and 3.
oh, disruption, Pandago, no.
And that is him out of there. I mean, I can make the argument that there's a little bit of casting time. Might have been close. But
I think he just had his hotkey on E trying to scout him out, and then he was like, oh, I don't have my hotkey on disruption, so I can't get it, because I think he had enough time to see him TPing out. But I agree with you, man. Shadow Blade on Witch Doctor is kind of funky, but I do love it for the positioning factor. You could always kind of initiate it. They have the gym now, and it could be, you know, a very niche thing. I just don't know how to feel about it. I would love to see the BKB over it though.
well, for now, he maybe feels that, you know, he's gotten enough value out of it. We'll have to see, though. If that's the case. It does help him a bit against that Omni Slash, I suppose, in case he does get isolated. But we'll see.
He gets that movement speed, man.
Yeah.
That movement speed, run away.
Gotta be a sneaky Witch Doctor. As they do a little sneaky play themselves, all smoked up, heading right towards the eHug jungle. They see an illusion, but obviously without the smoke popping, they know it's a fake. They know those ones are fake. And here comes eHug from the south side. All right, Blink Burrow onto Swindle. Okay, there's going to be the Yules. Getting able to blink away. There's Fly again with that freaking ward. Dropping it down. Infinity, he's done for. Big damage on the Corey, and he could go down. Man, what a player Fly is. And now it's going to be Ziz looking to clean on up. He gets 2, make it 3. MJW can go down. It is a 4-man drop from eHug, and they are already back in the top lane. They have to buy back.
Darn creeps. Where y'all going? Go get the creeps. I mean, there's still 3 dead. Let's look at the buybacks. Who still has it? Frankie's not using his yet. Lena has hers.
Yeah.
Oh, if the creep wave was closer, that would be a free Rex. I think it still is though. It could have been very bad for Swindlemelon. His Aegis did just run out, but they had nothing to control the Witch Doctor once again. How do you get off a full duration death ward? That's
He's just there doing it, and they're like, all right, have at it. Okay, here comes an epi. There goes Enso. And, well, it's only a little bit of damage on the Swindle, who just yules thereafter. And there goes the Coconut. Sonic Wave to fly. That's a gem down. Quickly snagged up, but then he goes down. Tree gonna get caught out. Buybacks all around here for eHug on their one of the last hurrahs to defend. BKB popped, and after those BKBs, KotLGuy are like, let's just get the hell out of here while they can. They might get the bear, though. They are persistent. Get that bear over here.
They're gonna get maybe the Yules.
No.
Oh, it's on 1 second cooldown.
God, that was close. Oh, man. Okay, so, wow. 17 to 19.
And Ricky did make a very big play there, stopping the initial Omni Slash, but with the buybacks coming in from the Razor, the Lina, and the Sand King, they were able to hold that. So I would still think that KotLGuy did come out very much ahead on that team fight, and not losing your lone druid is definitely something you can brag about, take home with you, and live to fight another day here for eHug, though.
Well, they gotta do something.
KotLGuy.
This almost feels desperate.
They want blood.
This feels desperate here. They're like, let's go. Let's smoke up, boys. Let's roll out. Pandego, you lead the way. You catch someone with that disruption, we'll make the plays. But they're not going to catch anyone. They're looking around. KompLexity, the closest. They're over at mid lane. Moving on back and away. This is Basher after his AC's already been complete. He's big. BKB. Starts of one potentially here for Z-Freak. He's able to string together 2 kills, though. And, well, for Tree, he got a Blink Dagger as well. Putting a lot of value into kind of getting in there with a good setup of that overgrowth. Allowing his team to really follow up and get the most out of their extra bit of Death Ward time or extra right clicks from that bear. It's kind of like your unsung hero here for KompLexity at 0 and 6. Continues to dish out the wards and kind of pick up the pieces.
Yeah, Frankie is just having a really rough game. I mean, he's 6 and 3, but his last 2 deaths are him just charging into the front lines and get Queen of Pain ulti Death Ward into the face and just keeps on melting to those 2 things. He goes from 2,000 HP to about 1,000 in seconds. His survivability is very key for eHug right now to sustain these team fights, and with Corey picking up that BKB, I think they're gonna have enough maybe frontline where they're not really scared, because right now this Ricky smoke screens have been perfect. You could also say that the Witch Doctor with his coconut bounces have been making some epic plays too. It's just holding all of eHug back. So maybe with this BKB, giving some mobility to their carries is desperately what they need.
We'll see, as potentially KompLexity are going to be charging down this bottom. We still got some time. Roche, though, the potential for it to be up is now. So both teams know that. KompLexity would love to create some more space in that area by pushing and getting rid of this tier 2 tower. And this bear is pretty much doing it on his lone. Because he's a lone druid. Okay. Whoa!
Wow.
He gets hit with a stun, though. And he will be able to walk it away. So they get their tier 2 tower. And they create a little bit extra space. They just need to get like a ward down. It's a little too in the dark for them. And then, you know, when that Roche pops up, they could be in a comfortable position to take it. They do have the gem. Still in the hands of Fly. But here we go again. It's one of those smoke plays.
If I had said that joke, you would have just like kicked me from the cast. But since you did the joke, you're just like, ah ha ha. So screw you, Dakota. Screw
Whatever.
you.
I did a fake chuckle because I knew it was a terrible joke. I just did myself a thereby
He's
insulting
gonna be
myself.
kicked off here.
Boom, bang, bomb. Overgrowth. Ah! He's down. Sonic Wave from behind. MJW tries to get the hell out of there. Now it's Infinity looking to charge back in. Nice stun. Does connect on the Z-Freak and the bear. And they get Z-Freak down. 2-man drop. Get that bear the hell out of here. MJW just Lagunas the hell out of it. And now they are the ones to head back. Is Roche up? It certainly is. Corey, he's going to be like, oh, yeah. Goes right on in. And he's going to quickly
Swindle mid-lane. They have a setup for this. Pandego is trying to disrupt. Enzo's going to be chasing, though. He's got stunned. There it is.
Nice connection. Nice connection.
Disruption. They need a disruption. Not close enough.
Space created. Come and chase me. Ah! And now he's going to turn on to Enzo.
Get turned around on here. He's going to get Scream ulti. in kind of a pickle here.
Whoop.
Should be fine.
All right. Well, this is all a little bit of space as Corey's in the pit, but he's being spotted from a pesky little bear illusion. They got to get rid of it, otherwise somehow, some way, it might find a laxative or deny the Aegis, for God's sakes. Cheese in the pit. MJW's like, don't mind if I do. I'll pick that one up.
This Lena's 5th on net worth, higher than a lot of people, so he's caught up nicely in this game, and they have a hard time of just bringing her down. Quap can't even solo her or even remotely take her close down. She gets down to about 800 HP, and that's a lot still. When you have this Queen of Pain sitting on 3rd on the net worth, having that Ags, having that Scythe device, Swindlemelon really needs to get that Refresher Orb as fast as possible so he can burst down all these heroes.
Well, now, where do we stand? I mean, we have CompLexity who have been able to truck on forward. They take 2 big fights. They get a tier 3 down this top lane. But now we have eHug, who after their second big smoke movement, they're able to get a couple of pickoffs, and they followed up with a Roche. Is this enough for them to kind of get themselves back into the game? It's enough to get the net worth from what was once a 12K advantage for CompLexity, and they cut that in half. And for XP, we're even. So do you feel like eHug are just right back in this game square even, or is this still CompLexity's game to lose?
I would say this is about a 50-50 game right now still. They have some great high ground defense from both teams. I would say they're about even. Wish Doctor ulti with Queen of Pain ulti. Very scary to deal with. You also have the tree with the blinking overgrowth and the constant radiance burn from Ranger. So I think both teams are at a really good situation here for defending their high grounds. It's going to come down to pickoffs around the map and which team gets the better smokes, right? Because we saw CompLexity, as you were saying, they started off great with those last 2 pickoffs, but then immediately eHug turned it around with just 1 smoke game. So it feels like it can come down to whoever gets these better initiations right now.
And at least for now, it's still eHug who hold the Aegis, specifically with Corey. So CompLexity will continue to just add pressure on the side lanes, maybe avoid some team fights until that Aegis does go down. And then at that point, maybe they feel like they have a better shot at taking a team fight and getting what they want. But for now, they're all moving on through. He's just handing out the Nature's guys. Okay, Yules on Bear, stun, MJW, not going to get caught out from anything right yet.
I thought they would just set up better and just have somebody, all 4 of the heroes just go in and Viz and kill them. But it didn't happen. So no pickoff from Lena. It could have been an easy one, but they didn't know where they were on the map. It was a safe play just for CompLexity, just to stay back, hold your panties in a bunch. And, double damage. Well, this Ricky pick. I mean, we've talked about it a lot. He's 2-9 right now. It seems to be the biggest, you know, sore, or what's that thumb phrase called? You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't want to say they're weak link, but like.
Yeah, it's not like, it's kind of like a weak link, but not so much. He's made some good plays here and there. It's just, yeah, kind of like a.
It was kind of like their crapshoot. They roll the dice. They just gave it a whirl. They're like, let's do it. Let's try it. We're gonna go with Ricky in the off lane. We're feeling it, and now they're like, yep. Well, maybe
we got a Ricky. We can't do anything about it.
Maybe we should have tried something else. I don't know, but we'll see now. It's eHug for the first time this game are gonna be able to get into the high ground of this bottom lane. There's the glyph already out. Corey's gonna start chopping the hell away at this tower. They're trying to send the bear in immediately. Infinity's like, I'll take some of that free damage. Thank you. And they get the Yules onto him. Look at the right click even coming out from MJW. Abyssal connection onto Infinity. Set it up with a lockdown from Overgrowth. Yules onto him. Burrow flies through onto 2 from Enso. Nicely done. Ziz could be in trouble here as he tries to run away. Barely alive. Living Armor will help out a little bit there at the end. Meanwhile, Pandago getting focus fired from Z-Freak, and they Laguna him. It's a 1-for-1 trade. They get the Ricky. Now it's eHug. Going on in, they're going to get the racks. Ooh. Sidestep, Swindle with that BKB, going to be avoiding the burrow. And eHug are going to walk away with their winnings. So look at this. They have the racks now. And they're in a really good spot. This doesn't even cost Corey his Aegis whatsoever. Aegis goes down naturally. And
Yeah, what happens when Witch Doctor doesn't get a good ulti and doesn't have any setup really? So that's what happens. They win the team fight pretty easily, didn't even use Aegis or anything. And they're having a hard time of just finding a way to initiate onto an Aegis jug, right? If you throw all your bodies at him and then you don't kill him, you're pretty much screwed. So free racks was on the table for eHug. They took it, devoured it, and I think they're looking really good right here. Abyssal Blade could be used on to MJW. I really hate this bear. Team's coming over though.
Oh. Bear. Getting beat a little bit there from MJW, but they'll pull it back in a way. Still CompLexity not too deterred from this. They're down to racks, but they feel probably pretty confident that they could still find their way back in. Corey, though, is very stacked. Still trails Ziz as far as net worth goes at about 23K to Ziz's 28K. But he is getting pretty close to 6 slotted, holding about 4,300 gold. Where does he buy next? Are we feeling a butterfly possibly here? And adding pressure onto anyone from eHug to put together some sort of MKB.
Oh man,
Or
eHug
Scotty.
is just like in the... Yeah, Scotty could be good. I like the stats. I think it would be really good for him. You could also get the Abyssal Blade. I mean the Refresher too, right? You can have double Abyssal, double Omnislash. I don't know if he has the mana pool for it, but it could be 6th item territory here for Corey. And I'm kind of interesting to see, right? All right, I'm gonna ask the stupidest, noobiest question in the world. I think I know the answer to it, but all right, I'm not gonna ask it.
Okay.
I was gonna ask. I already know the answer though. All right, so I was gonna say they really need to put like a Manta style on the Spirit here, but you know,
You might have to hold your silly question for now as they go on to MJW. They lead up with the Yules, forced away, disruption there to save Pandego. Hands over his own life. Z-Freak gets annihilated again from MJW. He's had his number time and time again with that Laguna, it feels. But now they charge on forward. Catching out Swindle.
Abyssal.
Nice follow-up. Abyssal. Locks are in place. It's a double kill for MJW. And they might get the bear on top of it. And it looks like they will. An extra 300 gold on top of that. eHug suddenly pulling way out ahead after what just felt like we were saying was a 50-50 game. And it was once a 12K net worth lead for CompLexity, down even. And it looks like eHug have the XP charge this time. And speaking of charge, they're going to go right for the mid lane. Try to go for another set of racks.
Fly has to be a hero here. They don't have Omnislash, so this could be really good. They have to be very careful. Fly has to carry his team with his Witch Doctor ulti, as well as Zizo getting the perfect overgrowth. Else this is not looking too good. Queen of Pain and Ricky being burned by, I would say, the Linked Sphere of Mikey J. White. Here we go.
Alright, stun. Overgrowth does connect. There's a Death Ward. This one
goodness.
looks good. It looks real good. Very nice. They take out 3. MJW now. One of the lone survivors. Caught up with the Yules. And they focus fire. Desperate to make it out. Oh, there's the smoke waiting, and they got him. They got him. 4-man drop. Considering that Pandego wasn't even there, you can almost call it a full wipe at that point. And now we're going back the other way.
Lineup. Oh, jeez, man, that was a 4-man, 4-man Sonic Wave into 4-man Overgrowth into 4-man Death Ward. I don't understand how they get these perfect positionings on eHug, but they're finding a way, and it's magical. It's like whatever I say can happen. Dakota, I just need to
Say I'm gonna find
eHug.
$1 million tomorrow, please.
All right, Dakota is gonna win the lottery and win $1 million.
Sweet. Awesome.
But buybacks are coming out. How are we looking over here, Dakota? Need a stat report ASAP.
is under
Well,
attack.
we got 2 buybacks out, and they're gonna get the hell away, seeing those buybacks, which is probably the smart choice. You're already getting yourself back into the game. It's better to play it safe. Sorry, at that point. And look at that, Roche is already up. That must have been a small timer. They go right back for it, and they're gonna get it quick. And now it's CompLexity taking the game back. Look at this graph. It was back even. Now it's going right back up again.
To the radiant.
I don't know if we're going to a game 3 or not.
You know, this is just some good Dota, right? I would say eHug. I don't know, man. I don't know. And we see Ziz. This is we'll talk about it. It's 50 minutes in the game. Potentially a 12-slotted bear could be happening. You know, that would be very funny too, right? We know all about OD Pixel's, you know, 3-hour game cast, right?
Don't even start. I do not want to go to a 3-hour game.
But I just want to see a 12-slotted syllable.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Okay.
out there now though. Top lane
Freak,
though.
Yule's up.
Freak.
Yeah, he pops his BKB just to make a safe escape. After also dropping the cloud, he'll find a little place to TP out. They're not going to scout him. He makes it away. Very sketchy, but yeah, I mean, Lone Druid has the potential to be the biggest slot in Dota. Yeah. But, you know, he's got a long ways to go before he gets to that point. Does have 3,200 gold. What, I mean, well, what do you anticipate we pick up next year for good old Lone Druid? Or does it just finish out the Mjolnir?
I guess it is just finish out the Mjolnir. Why not?
Refresher.
We have that mana already on here. What else is there? He's got his Caress, he's got his Vlads, he's got a Radiance. I mean, he even went for the Blade Mail first over you know, the Maelstrom.
See you later, Zizu. They find the tree and they take him down.
Does he have buyback? No, he doesn't. But he doesn't need it, I think.
Gold is a great conductor.
Yeah, Roche is not up, guys. They just did it. Or maybe they're hoping for little bits of leftovers or something, but they move in and back
Maybe
out.
Spirit Bear could get like a Dagon 5, right? Just hunt down.
Get a Necro book.
Get 2 Dagon 5s. Yeah. Alright. Alright, it's time to start getting clowny with these builds. Let's think about it.
Oh.
Nah, but we'll talk about a more interesting pickup. Fly picking up that BKB.
Ah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, he hasn't even had to use his Shadow Blade. He hasn't even had to use anything. It feels like. I feel like this Witch Doctor game is. It's like a golden opportunity. It's like going to the Super Bowl. It's just so easy or something. Is what I'm trying to say. It's just got enough everything perfect.
Imagine if he traded out that Shadow Blade for something else, you know, and he went. He probably would have went the BKB first, let's say, and.
Yeah.
Did I just hear Jug say Refresher? That was weird. Normally the heroes don't call out the items when they pick them up like that.
I said refresh.
Oh, you did? I was like, I swear to this Jug say Refresher. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, can you imagine if, like, anytime an item was picked up, they whatever. Hold on. Okay, MJW. Lincoln's is going to be popped. Now Z-Freak making the go on to him. Backstab, backstab, backstab. Force staff to get away. Thanks for Pantego. And now the BKB's pop, dodges it out. Oh, slam on the bear. Bear will go down. Z-Freak able to pop back towards Ziz. He's going to have to resummon the bear. It's a very awkward fight here for CompLexity. Now Infinity charging on him. BKBs are popped from everyone. Look at the Golden Girls go. And now they turn back in. Oh, wow. Enso gets annihilated right there. They turn on to Corey. The Abyssal up Swindle to keep him back. And at bay, that Death Ward not going to be lingering around too long. And now they focus on the Swindle. Gets the Yules off. Oh! Infinity. Locked in place. And there's going to be the Aegis used for Swindle. Only a 1-for-1.
Also used the cheese too. And that's a pretty good fight for eHug, all things considered. Having the cheese and the Aegis gone now. Fly only got off really one-man Death Ward there. But and Corey did manage to live there, so this is looking a little bit good for eHug. They still haven't lost any Raxes while complexities are down. But at this stage of the game, it doesn't really matter for the Rax count. Unless it's Megas, then I would say it mattered.
I mean, if this ends up going right back again towards eHug, I'm just gonna laugh. I mean, look at this graph. It goes all the way up towards 12K, back down to even, back up towards 12K. It can go back down again. This is a heart rate monitor at this rate. Not really a rubber band, but we'll see. KotLexity persistent, man. They keep farming up, and he's got the Mjolnir now complete on his Lone Druid. Plenty of gold to spare. We'll have to yet to see where he goes from here.
He's gonna have to go an MKB next because of the butterfly coming out from Corey. So he has to put that on the bear ASAP. He should switch it out. He should switch out the Quelling Blade now and just put the Mjolnir on the bear, honestly. And then put the... I would like to see the bear have a BKB too, but definitely an MKB first.
Just get an MKB for him and for his bear.
Yeah, we'll just man fight you with both of our heroes. And then give them both a heart, right? So they can be
give
synced,
them
right?
both a refresher.
And give them both a hug.
I will. A bear hug.
Because this right now, I mean, the panda's been like suffering, right? He's probably died about 20 times this game. Poor panda bear.
They're going extinct from what I hear, so somewhat. Did you know all panda bears do come from China and they're all shipped via FedEx? Is it FedEx or UPS? It's one of the two. I'm serious on that, yeah. Fun little fact about panda bears. Well,
I feel like you just like eat panda bears or something, knowing all these facts. I'm kind of scared.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
no, I'm not that. I'm not evil like that. Nope.
I'm kind of worried now. Everybody.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I do have no association with this guy whatsoever.
And we're plateauing for now at 12K. Still
MJW. Oh, we got first hit rooted too, but bye bye.
Sonic wave and goes down. Able to get off that one last little death shivas, but it's not gonna matter. And now here comes KompLexity. MJW does have a buyback if needed.
They could go for the base race too. They have Razor and they have Juggernaut. Both have bots, but instead they're just deciding to defend this. So no Rat Dota gonna be coming out. This is some man mode Dota right here for you. We're gonna take it to you. Lina has buyback.
All right, well, they're going right for the bear, and they will get him down. And
that bear did nothing. That's just...
Yeah, that was just free bear.
Free bear from China, guys.
Oh, man. They got to make the second one count. But they have yet to really breach. There's not even a tier 3 there.
Radiant's middle tower
now they make a move, going right for the little weak range racks. But there's the glyph. Now glyph going to be used. Still stalling out. MJW still needs 45 seconds to come back. Now Swindle makes a committed jump. Does the Hex. Disruption. Meanwhile, they're going to get Pendago. Z-Freak gets him down. Down below, Enso retreats out to the south. Meanwhile, they're able to zone back Fly. And now Laguna onto your tree. They do end up losing the ranged racks here, and it looks like KompLexity just might be forced to take that only. No Death Ward was committed for that.
Tier 4 towers are going down for the side of KompLexity. Definitely need to be going back here. And trying to fight without one of the bears, that's pretty crucial too. I think they need that. And what would be nice to see on Ziz, I think maybe a Ghost Scepter sounds pretty good too. How does a F-Blade on your Lone Druid sound when they go on your bear? All you have to do is just F-Blade your bear. I mean, he has to get the MKB first, right? But I'm just theory crafting for later.
Yeah, why not, right? Or get an F-Blade on, like, Swindle, I guess. That'll do it for you. Why not?
I think he needs a refresher. But that could be really good on him, too.
Yeah, he'll probably go for the refresher. Double Sheep, double BKB. Double bots, double Yules. All sound pretty good to me. But we might be stalling out again for the next Roche. Before either of these teams feel confident on making something happen. Okay. Oh, they spot out tree. Quick initiation there from Enso. And they take the tree down. He's out a minute. No buyback for him. They're going to keep tabs, but they still have about 2 minutes or so to go before that Roche will be up.
Swindle Melon just blinked aggressively here, and should be fine. Should be fine.
Just clearing out that wave a little bit. Here comes Ziz. He's at top. Here it comes. The rat factor.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Yes. Oh,
They got no
yes.
fortified.
They got it.
Dire's top barracks.
They pull back. They will take the bear with them, though, as consolation. Or will they? Oh! Yeah, they will. Nice little Laguna. Brings them down pretty damn low. And they'll get that kill there. So they get the racks down. And I guess we're even as far as racks goes. With CompLexity still having their arms full with this big push coming out bottom lane. And as you pointed out before, even got that tier 4. So they got to keep this at bay. They got to keep it pushed back in. But getting that set of racks top certainly does help out. As we get ready to approach the infamous 1 hour mark of this game. We'll have to see. We're still just all over the place as far as where the hell this game actually is. More so for CompLexity. But eHug are right there as well.
I mean, all right, let's look at the Juggernaut. Is he capped out? Pretty much. You can sell his Mask of Madness, and I think a Scotty would be very beneficial for him. You could also say maybe an MKB if the bear does go for like a halberd or something. He could be very useful, but also a refresher, like I said earlier, could be good, but that could be his 7th item. And I think he doesn't have enough. Omni Slash is 350, and Abyssal Blade is about 150, so that's 500. And then you have the refresher 375, so he doesn't have enough for all these combos, right? So I think he needs Scotty, and then, you know, just trade out maybe the Manta style during the team fight for a refresher.
See if we have to get to that point.
Oh yeah, we're going the distance, baby. How long you want to stay up? How long?
I just want to eat, but
I want to eat too, man, but you know what? We're gonna eat pandas today. I mean,
at
no,
this
we're
rate,
not.
I will eat a panda.
I told you guys. I figured it out. I told you what he does from China. You didn't believe me. How you bet you do?
Well, we'll see as Ziz and company, they just try to keep the pressure back. Well, here comes eHug. They want to square things up with this top lane. They have that Aegis on hand now. It's for Corey. After dropping down that Mask of Madness. They're going to have him out in front here, and it's on CompLexity to do what they did previously in that mid lane and take it right back to him. Early Abyssal onto Infinity to keep him at bay while his Eye of the Storm is up. And they also have not committed the Glyph yet. There's a Scream clearing out the wave, plus the Shivas. There's a Hex. They're doing pretty good damage onto Infinity.
Oh, the overgrowth.
Okay, jump in, big overgrowth, but it might be a little too far. Omni Slash from Corey on the back end side to go. Z-Freak gonna ghost out the back end. Enzo is gonna go down. And Corey, who's stuck in the base, taking on 3-on-1. He's gotta get the hell out of there. And they get the kill. Ziz with a double, beyond godlike. And they're gonna go for Infinity, but he eats the cheese, will be healed back up. Swindle goes to the low ground here.
Corey is back now. And they do have bots in from both of their players with buybacks. This is the time to go, I think. But oh, they're playing so afraid because they don't know. They don't know. They don't want to risk anything.
They really don't.
Gold is a great
They're
conductor.
gonna have to hold out. 40k net worth now for Ziz on his lone druid. That's where we've come to. As he continues to just build up even more for this bear. It's very apparent CompLexity have a very good defense when they can make everything work out. Maybe a bit ambitious there with the big leap in, committed overgrowth, but it was enough to kind of make eHug be a bit perplexed, and CompLexity did get a bit of an advantage. At least enough that eHug felt very uncomfortable about following through. And now Corey is going to finish out his Scotty.
Yeah, we haven't seen really Pandago hit, you know, the disruptions on people and saving them. I mean, they could use it to siege the high ground too, right? You use Manta, and then you use the disruption. illusions to siege the high ground. We haven't seen that really once. They could take it slow if they have to. They don't really need to rush anything, but them getting picked out like that and then they all clump up when they're retreating is just so easy. They've done it 3 times this game where they just clump up, tree gets a 4-man overgrowth. That time Witch Doctor ulti didn't do that much because they were all able to get away after the overgrowth, but still, they're getting clumped up, and I think they could be using their resources a little bit better when sieging this high ground.
Unfortunate double rune there. Corey was so close to picking up a nice little DD, and then it quickly turned into a haste rune at the 64-minute mark. Oh, bummer. Infinity was there. He could have grabbed the DD, and they could have hoped it was something special, but unfortunately for them, it's just a little haste. They'll have to walk back and away. MJW's already relieving the pressure here from the top lane. But now with Aegis down, it's CompLexity who are trying to creep back towards this top lane once more. You have Z-Freak out in front here. And he slowly just kind of scouts things out.
Well, Refresher now up on Razor. Refresher now up on Quap. It's going to be their next items. Those are going to be very big items in the next team fights. And, well, I suspect, yeah, they really need to just do what I said. Have Juggernaut take out this tier 4 with the Manta Illusions. Pandago siege with the Illusions as well. You can maybe pop one of your Eye of the Storms if you need to on Frankie, but if you're going to go for the high ground, just pop the Eye of the Storm, pop the BKB. It's at 5 seconds. You can always refresh it if they want to do these high ground, but instead they're just going to play it safe here and back out.
Very safe. God. Both trying to be very disciplined.
I know what you wanted to say. All right,
and they're just going to, you know, take it nice and slow. But now with these refreshers, I mean, that, right, you tell me. As a player, you get to this point in the game, because I'll be honest, I've never really had to be at this kind of point in the game when you're 6-7 slotted, you got refreshers. I mean, eventually, is it a point when you just have too much to, like, kind of do? When you're trying to think about using everything at once, okay, sheep, and then you got to get that Yules out there, throw it out, then refresh BKB, but you got to use the BKB first, then refresh again. Like, does it become just, like, so much to juggle?
Regeneration.
Like, does that when really
you start?
Sometimes
you forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget about the BKB, and a lot of players do it too, right? You blink in, you want to use Hex, you want to use Yules and all these other things, and you sometimes forget you have, like, a BKB. I've seen Batriders whiff a lot of those because they have, like, a refresher, and they don't prematurely pop the BKB, and this is a long game, so you definitely have a lot of spells you have to be thinking about constantly, and hey man, it's definitely not easy from my experience as a player, but they're gonna have to make it work, and I think whoever does a better rotations of these refresher, I mean, Swindlemelon, it's gonna be really hard to pop all of his spells, but I think he can do it. It'll be a nice show if he can. And, well, chat, how's it going? I want you all to spam me what you ate for supper tonight to make me and KotLGuy jealous.
No, please don't.
I'm just kidding, don't do that. I was just kidding.
You're talking about, this is game 2 right now. Game 1 was about 50 minutes of gameplay with CompLexity coming out on top. You gotta remember we had that 20-minute plus intermission or so because of our...
That was like 40.
Treon Protector. I'm being generous in saying 20 minutes.
You're being so generous. I don't even know. You're KotLGen.
And now in game 2 here, we're going long distance with this one, baby. And everybody is just getting grossly slotted. And if eHug pulled this one off, I would be so excited for a game 3 just to put this saga to bed. But we'll see if we're going to get to that point or not. A lot of pressure here. I mean, you got to remember, it's a single elimination, so it's the loser of this. They're done. There's no coming back for Redbull Battlegrounds. And eHug are a team that had to battle their way through the pre-qualifier to get to there. Okay, they're going to make the committed jump. BKB already popped. They want Enso. Disruption saved from Pandago. She quickly forces the hell out of there. Laguna flies out on the other side. And now Sonic Wave There goes the Death Ward. Fly is going to be BKB'd up, but his damage is going to get sapped away. They bring him down. It gets a reasonable amount of damage off, though. It forces MJW to buy back. Now Swindle looking to retreat. Locked and loaded, though. They get Infinity Abyssal on the return for Ziz. They turn onto him, and they'll take him down. Corey gets the double. Could get a triple here, but no one has a gem. Pick up the gem and see him. No one has room, because they have so many freaking items. They don't want to pick it up, because then you risk dropping something and Z-Freak taking it or destroying it. He's got to head back now. And it ends up being a 3-4-5 if you count the buyback there from MJW.
Right, and man, they really couldn't deal with Corey in that team fight. It basically came down to that. CompLexity definitely had the numbers advantage going into the later stages of that team fight, but I don't know, man. This is looking very grim for CompLexity after that team fight, because if you can't deal with the Juggernaut, it's not looking too good. They really didn't find a way to lock him down, and I thought they'd be able to, but still. Swindlemelon up to 6k gold here. He's 6 slotted. He's going to just be working with buyback here. I think that Ziz really needs to just sell his blade mail, go for the hey, nah, Yules could be okay too, but go for that Ghost Scepter, go for that F blade, man. Save your allies if they get, you know, ultied on by the Juggernaut, or even just a regular attacks from Jug is hurting him a lot. But it's gonna be a lot of theory crafting here, Dakota, because
yes. We have theory crafted this game out of our ears at this point. Like, I don't know if there's any more orifices that we can theory craft the hell out of this game with. I mean, at this point, these players are grossly 6-sodded. I mean, Corey's sitting on about 9k, and like, where do you go from here? You're reaching 7-slot territory, having Couriers fly for your secondary.
I mean, the only thing Corey can do is sell his Manta and buy a Refresher. That's the only thing he can do. Maybe get a Necro 3. Help. Necro 3 is really good too. Just for scouting purposes, you can always see the Ricky, you have the Shadow Blade on Witch Doctor, and you have the tree always being around. So you can always scout around, even though you have the gem on Enzo, his Sand King. It's a nice addition to have that. You can scout out around the map. A little bit, it's okay for the speed boost for everybody. And, well, I'm not too sure about...
Oh, they got Enzo! He's down. They spot out the little Scorpion.
He wanted that word so badly.
And they quickly are like, go, Roche, now! They're going right for it. And he has no buyback. Do eHug contest this? Do they have to contest this? Will they contest this?
They should give the bear, drop his Midas and give the bear the Aegis.
Something. It looks like it might just go to his personally. They got it. All right, here we go. Progress slowly being made here. As now CompLexity feel pretty confident they got this Aegis on hand now. This is their time. I'm just trying to build it up right now. The tension, the story. We have been casting this game for 3 days, it feels. But they're going. Moving on forward now. They're trucking towards this mid lane. Desperate eHug. Push out those side lanes. Keep them at bay. But that will not stop CompLexity.
Well, CompLexity at the last Roshan fight, they were able to hold off the cheese and the Aegis when they pushed down the middle lane, and they didn't cost too much, but can they do it this time? Can eHug hold?
Can they do it? We'll see. Tier 3 down.
Oh, save the bear.
Bear could be down. Z-Freak jumps in. They're going to go in for Corey. Corey, disrupted save. Refresher. Infinity could be forced, and he's done. He gets locked in place, and he is going to be out. Fly. His Death Ward still going strong here. Corey. Oh, Corey, he's down. He's got a buyback. He will use it. Same with Infinity. Back with his second life. Oh, what a cast right there. Connects. They get the Abyssal. Oh, they can't see him. He is invis, and he's going to be walking away.
Corey had to pick up the gem just to see him go.
Oh, man. And he's back out. He switches out the gem once more. This is for a tier 3. No Rax is down. Look at them. They're step back like, guys, heal. Quick. Heal up. We'll go back in one more time. They're 2 down.
All right, Corey, you have 7K gold. Just buy your Necro 3 or buy a refresher or something. You need to get your Omni Slash up. You need your Abyssal Blade up.
Yeah, buy and
something,
use.
man. Oh, they just all healed up right now. This is looking very bad for eHug. They just got annihilated in that last team fight. This Ricky during the end game is looking very strong with the smoke screen.
Jump. He gets used up. MJW could be in trouble here. Ziz is looking to go for it. While they keep Corey at bay on the south side, MJW does go down. He's able to get the Laguna off on the Swindle. Swindle could be an exchange. Oh, long blink able to get away. Z-Freak makes a move onto Corey. Corey turns it right back onto him. That ghost helps him out. Gets the Abyssal. Yeah, they already got the racks down. Ziz is going for Megas. There's one racks left and we'll finally have it, but they might get him down. They do. All for the Aegis. Does he have a second bear? He's going to use it here. Nope. Yeah, he's dead immediately. Oh, he's trying to juke it out. Keep morphing. Something. Goes for Infinity. He's trying to walk it away. He might be able to. Corey catches up, catches him out. Bash and crit away. Gets him down. Now goes for Fly. He goes down. Double kill for Corey.
Oh, he just used Omni Slash. They don't have any vision. Now they're going for the gym. Get the gym. Find this Ricky.
Oh, look at their base.
I think it was
Their throne is almost down to half life.
Z-Freak's gonna get caught out here. Oh, they found him. They found you in the trees, wrong side. And they still didn't lose. That's not Megas. And Ricky has buyback.
eHug, what do? They got to, I don't know, do they just go bottom? Towards bottom, go right in?
I don't know, man. I mean, MJW is still dead for 40 seconds. They have to wait for him. Boots of travel in. Her buyback is off cooldown now. That is something to note. So she's going to have 2 lives to play with this time around. And, well, Sheepstick under Witch Doctor, man. He's got no buyback. He made some big plays in that team fight. Oh, boy. Is it going to go back the other way, KotLGuy?
Okay, what's happening here? We have a Necronomicon trade-off with Swindle. He's having a 7-slot Necro just to help push out these lanes. His own little personal courier with it. eHug are going back the other way here. Only one out right now is Z-Freak, who does have a buyback, but only needs 30 seconds. And here's the Boots of travel in. JW shows up. eHug. They're looking to go to CompLexity now. They move in.
Oh, they're just
nope,
going for the
they're going for throne. They're dive balling it, baby. Oh, they'll get fly out. Corey's going for the throne, but he can't. He gets locked in place. Swindle goes right for him, refresher. And he's out 2 minutes. Infinity. Go, buddy. Can he do it? Oh, no, he will not be able to. Ziz is like, get the hell out of our base. What'd you think you were doing? He is just trying to rope-de-dope around, and he has nowhere to go. Ghost is going to be popped. And so, good stun connection. Swindle, they move past. Infinity goes in, gets 2 whips, and goes down. They get the throne to half-life. Everyone falls. Z-Freak gonna get hit. And so the last survivor. And he will slowly be brought down. There is only MJW with a buyback. And Swindle quickly. Boots of travels to the bottom lane. We might finally get an end here. If CompLexity can do it. MJW. Can he do it alone?
He doesn't have a gem. This is very bad. Here comes Z-Freak. And...
He's like, I'm going to hold it by myself. There's my Lincoln's pop. He gets sheeped up. And he's trying to get the hell out of there. But while he's stepping back...
Doesn't have any defensive blade charges left. But still, they're just going to focus on the racks here.
Yep.
MJW can't do anything.
Oh.
Poor guy. Here comes the bear. It's over.
CompLexity.
It's over finally.
They get their racks. They get their base. They get their win. It takes 78 minutes. But this series is over. Yes. CompLexity.
Never again, I agree.
My God.
That all-in base race was probably the worst decision that they could have ever made. Because they all grouped up for the tree, the coconut. What have we been seeing this whole game? Treant and Witch Doctor carrying them from the support grave. I don't know what to say. They were definitely really farmed. great positioning from them all game. Swindlemelon had a lot of great ultis coming in from the Queen of Pain ultis. They were always grouped up from eHug. And I don't know, that looked like a desperation, just like, all right, we're tired of this game. We're going to kill your throne. We don't even care if we lose anymore. We're just tired of this.
That's rough. It's just one of those games. We've all had those kind of games in pubs where they just go so long, and then sometimes it just doesn't work out, and you begin to question. I mean, there were a couple of times there where it felt like, you know, eHug, they could have done a bit more. They had a big team fight advantage, and they could have kept pushing forward into the base. I mean, I'm talking back at like 40 minutes, you know. But they were a bit hesitant, and they were nervous, and they didn't want to go for it, and you can't help but wonder, what if? What if they did commit at those points? What if they did kind of take it the extra step? And unfortunately, those questions are not going to be answered. It's CompLexity who do withstand, and they're able to take down eHug 2-0. And now they will be the ones to move forward, and they will be facing Union Gaming that we just saw before this series as they were the winners. So it's going to be eHug versus Union Gaming in that matchup there, and we are going to have Root Gaming versus Void Boys in what you can call the quarterfinals of this Redbull Battlegrounds America qualifier. And holy moly, we are just going to wrap things up. It was a long, long day, it felt. And, well, shout outs to you, Ryu. Thank you so much for trucking on through with me. It was a pleasure. We've had plenty of fun shooting the shit with those pauses and everything. And now we get to go eat some food and treat ourselves. So thanks again, man. If you want to give Ryu some love, hit him up on his Twitter, of course, at RyuBorazDota. You can check the tag exactly on the stream title there above. Myself, KotLGuy, at KotLGuy. We're beyond the summit here, bringing you the English coverage for the Redbull Battlegrounds. It is actually a pleasure to do these games. As exhausting as they sound, they're always just so enticing.
Action-packed.
And action-packed, yeah. A lot of fun.
It's always nice just to see action-packed Dota, and, you know, very close this game around. I mean, it was very good games all around.
And those are a game without a sniper, without a troll, without an axe, and they still went the distance like that. So it's crazy stuff, and we're going to have more of this kind of action for you tomorrow, where Redbull Battlegrounds will continue, and it will be me back here once again. So we'll see you, and that will be starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's 3 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully you guys will be back for more action on that front. Otherwise, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your Dota. We will see you next time. Catch you later.